Alright, today's video, how do I anchor a handhold to a wall that I can't anchor anything to? Alright folks, so I'm going to be installing a handhold into the wall here. And the reason that I need this in particular is recently with back surgery, it takes a while to recover. As you can see, I can do them pretty good. However, because I have to step over a tub and my balance is still off and this, muscles and all that thing that need to recover, I need something a little firmer than this to hold on to. Now, the problem I have is this. This is very thin sheetrock on an inner wall. And these screws, I tried putting two in, and even just by hand, I can loosen them up and take them out. Now, granted, what I'm going to do still wouldn't allow me to put a ton of, my full weight on it, but that's not the point of the handhold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the holes in the top and the bottom. And what I found to work as anchors will be these. I believe they're called butterfly anchors. Could have the name wrong, but you get the point. This will go in through, and what I'll need to do is, obviously this part isn't going to fit through this initial hole here. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to put all 8 of these screws through. I do have a washer to keep the screw heads from going through, because I'm kind of using some things I have around the house that didn't come with the unit to make it work. So this will go through with a washer on this. Then I'll put this in here like this. I hear you. Yeah, that's my helper Sherlock. You can't see him, but he's wanting some attention here. So, and then once this is in, I can pull this out and get this to tighten up so that this will pull on the inner wall. So I'm going to take these 2 screws out and then get started on this top process and show you that. I don't know if you'll be able to see the bottom one, but I think if I do just the top, you will get the general idea. Hi, I am drilling out the holes in the pre-marked spots above and below that will fit those butterfly anchors for behind the wall. Alright, so my next step, as you can see, these screws that I'm going to have to use in place of the ones that came with the unit, the heads just sort of flip right through there. So I have 6 sets of these, and what I will need to do is to put the washer on here like this. That'll keep it from going through this right here. The next thing I'll have to do is this, and then on each of these place this back on. Now, because I have to wait to get all 6 in before I do that, I don't think it'll be too difficult, just a little bit of a challenge of getting these lined up and then pushed through the wall and tightened up. So I'm going to finish the last of these, put them in here, and then show you the next step on the wall. All right, now that these are all in place, the next step will be putting this against the wall, getting all these to line up with the pre-drilled holes, and then pushing it right in and tightening these up until this pulls against the inside of the sheetrock wall. Alright, so I'm going to finish pushing these through. Now, of course, I know that, if I just turn this like this, it's not going to pull too well. So what I'm going to probably have to do initially on these by hand is to get these to tighten up by pulling on them, get them to feed in. I probably could have fed them a little bit through it. So I think once I do this, let's see how this actually goes by hand first. I'm just definitely tightening up. And what I'm needing to do really is to pull back on this to get that butterfly piece to stay steady against the wall and behind until this gets tight enough that I can snug it up with a screwdriver. And that will be a little bit of a challenge here near the end. I think it's just going to spin right now until I can get it a little bit more snug. Alright, so I'll work on that. That's going to take, I know that this was going to be kind of a little bit difficult process because I didn't necessarily get the depths on these right. So once I get that all in and close enough I can tighten up with a screwdriver, I'll finish up the wrap up the video and show you how this worked out. Alright, once I get near the end, and again, I will be the first one to say I probably misjudged the thickness of this, so it could have been easier. However, what I found near the end is if I just use my finger just to keep some tension on this, it does allow me to turn this and get that butterfly anchor to tighten up in behind. I guess this wall must be pretty, I'm going to tell this wall is pretty thin. I could easily tell when that was snugged up. Now again, this won't bear my whole weight, but now I've got something really good I can grip on getting in and out of the top. So alright folks, so last but not least, again how these work, they snug up, open up as they go inside, because that's not one of my good ones, and then as I tighten this up, this pulls against the wall like this right here. So now that I have this set up, and this is just for towels, it's not secured at all. This I can now use to get safely in and out. This is a good idea for anyone who has issues with balance, or like me, again in my case I had recent back surgery, so yeah, my balance is off and some of the muscles working just need time to get back to their normal state. I hope you like this video. On a side note, this I think is probably one of my first videos of the channel restructured, so that videos on this channel will be pretty much based with my mobile home living inside and outside. Some everyday things I do, things that need fixing that I hope will help everybody else who might own a similar home or have some similar issues. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out my description below for a link to my bus build that I have now kept on its own special channel just for the schoolie build.